Hey, what's going on YouTube? Xsplzit back with another Path of Exile 2 video. I'm going to be doing some more Blood Mage Witch. Wanted to give a shout out to Blubaless, unless it's a play on blue balls, and Epic Kinetic, Kavik 808. Definitely got some good advice from both of them, and then Epic Kinetic blessed me with some of his gear that really shot this build up, and he explained to me some mechanics that I was using incorrectly with the Blood Mage build. So I wanted to start off by explaining some things that I learned from them yesterday. And if you guys didn't catch the stream, we finally killed the Corrupted Arbiter with all the points into the bossing. And that was intense, but it was easier than I thought it was going to be, honestly. I went off stream and killed, I think on stream I did the Ritual boss. I did go fight, I forget the boss's name. I think it begins with an O, Alorian or something like that. We'll fight him again, Alarith, something crazy. He's the expedition boss, and I'm actually going to fight the final version of him first. Got some maps juiced up that we can go run, some 160 rarities, some 170s, and I made sure that it does not have, the only affix that this build struggles with is players recover less life and less energy shield. I don't mind the energy shield, but having the less life, I struggle in those maps, in the higher tiers. But one thing I learned from Epic is I wasn't giving my Tech Rod jewel time to actually ramp up. So the Tech Rod just, it makes everything around it change. All the notables, all the keystones, the passives, they change. The main thing is the sacrifice of blood. I was not letting this ramp up to get that, huge, insane regeneration life. And what was happening is I was basically killing myself. 2 casts and I'm already low on health. Then I get hit and I'm pretty much dead at that point. So what I learned from him is just to keep spamming it and charging it up. And if you guys were watching the stream, you saw me starting to do that, especially when I was mapping with him. Trying to get my cast speed higher. But at the moment, if I just pop a couple potions and keep spamming, I'm just going to keep spamming, we'll eventually get to the point where we regenerate so much life that we no longer are actually using life, it seems. My character takes a little longer because my cast speed isn't as good, but you can already see it going. I'm not using any more life potions at this point. They're regenerating on their own, but now we can comfortably map. As long as I'm continuing to use my life, which is basically casting a skill to use the life, that's going to increase our life regen, help us sustain life easier. Another thing I did, I just wanted to show you guys, the DPS is almost at 5 million now with Ember Fusillade. We are at 4.99 million, so we're, we can round up, right? 994, basically 5 million DPS. Our crit chance should be pretty high, 89.25%. Definitely can still get higher. And our crit damage bonus is at 577. Also got the flammability magnitude up to 6 to 10%. This is what Blue was telling me. I was at like 2 to 3%. He was like, that's really low. I'm still not igniting everybody with Fireball, but it's, I'm using spell slinger with Snap, and that's allowing me to get those fire infusions. And then I have Living Bomb. I haven't even put anything into it, but Living Bomb can also help me get fire infusions. Gear wise, I did make another upgrade or another change. This is going off both build guides that I linked in the description. But my friend was watching the stream, Tuscaloosa, shout out to him. He gave me this support gem, and at first I didn't, I wasn't too sure of it, but it's only on Ember Fusillade, and I'm using it on bosses, and it's just melting them. It's, ramping up the damage. As you guys can see, I go from 2.68 million, just putting it in, to 3.1 million. So, big increase in getting that extra physical damage, or physical damage is extra chaos, and it's also breaking their armor. So any bosses that have armor, it's getting obliterated with things that we also have in the passive tree. So that was pretty cool. I checked the price on it. It's about 15 divine right now through, and that's just through Ange.
Can I help?
Oh, we got some currency. Okay, got some orbs of annulment. That's good. That's like the main new currency I use besides divs. I mean, chaos is good too. And we got a couple stacks of that, so that's good. Exalts are pretty much useless at this point except to juice up some maps. Yeah, I dropped the price on a lot of things here, so it looks like somebody bought out all of my maps that I was trying. Nobody wants the div maps. Understandable. I left these in there because they have that mod that I was talking about, guys. Players have 36% less recovery rate of life and energy shield. For this build, it's no good. It's no good. 4 days away from the reveal of, you know, the new season. Looking forward to that. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing this character, and the reason I say that is she's a 93, which is not as high as some of the other ones I've gotten this season. However, she's done more content as far as the end game than all of the other ones, and she did it at a lower level. I beat the Corrupted Arbiter at level 91. My level 96 Deadeye was struggling. My level 96 Monk was struggling. You know, I was actually forced to go through the mechanics. And if you guys have went through the mechanics of that fight, there's times when the bombs are coming down from, you know, the sky and they hit the ground, and you have to stand on the edge of the circle because he starts shooting his, you know, laser beam fire attack straight through the middle. And if you're not careful, it'll one-shot almost any build. I know there's some builds that can survive it, but this isn't one of those. So learning that tech really helped out. And I went and got this was only 50 exalts, which was pretty crazy to me. 50 exalts is nothing. It's like 2,000 exalts for a div right now. But I went and got this From Nothing diamond that Epic recommends in his PoE Ninja build guide. And you get the radius of hollow palm technique without being connected. Well, what that actually does, even though we're real close to this area, we don't have enough points. You know, we'd have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just to grab this, but now we get it in just 1 point. So we're getting movement speed, projectile damage, and then also another 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points would be needed total to get both of these, and we're getting it just with that gem for 50 exalts. And this is giving us the increase in crit damage, knockback distance, physical damage. And again, with that node or support gem that I just put in the main skill, that physical damage, you know, is applying to more chaos damage. So that was a pretty cool change. This skill tree is pretty much Captain Lance's, but I wanted to link also in the description Epic's version. He has all of the jewels that I don't have the currency for, and I'm probably not going to get before the season ends, but he has a lot of the Grand Spectrum gems, and he's coming all the way down and grabbing all these extra jewel sockets. I'm not going to have time to farm for the price of those. The cheapest ones I found were like 50 divine. So there's that. And what else? Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in last time, and hopefully we have a good stream today. Like I said, I'm going to go fight this boss first. See how that goes. Pretty much everything else is the same. This is, you know, recommendations off of both people I mentioned earlier, and this amulet was actually given to me by Epic Kinetic, and this thing is awesome. I think if I go to look up this kind of amulet, I assume it's about 20 div. I could be mistaken of that, but it definitely has improved this character significantly. The only thing that I still, I guess, I'm struggling with, I did try the the Simulacrum. I got to wave 14 out of 15 to try to get the last 2 points. I just got one-shotted by Kosis. So there's something I did wrong, or maybe I was ramping up at the wrong time and I was using life and getting hit, and yeah, he one-shot me, or she one-shot me. Omniphobia, he spawns and dies immediately, but Kosis has an attack that sometimes, if I'm not paying attention, it's not telegraphed as well. But yeah, other than that, you know, we beat the Corrupted Arbiter. You know, I've already had all the points in here, but that was the first Corrupted Arbiter I killed. This build also allowed me to get the last 2 points in Ritual. And we're gonna go try to get the last 2 points in Expedition now. It's not a cheap buy. I mean, it's the splinters for that fight. You used to be able just to run the books and hope that the boss was in there. 20% chance for the boss to be in there, and then boom, you fight him. If he's not in there, you can leave. Now they make it to where you actually have to run it to get these splinters. And I don't know about you guys, Expedition I thought was cool in the beginning, but now it's almost like a chore to run it. So I just buy them. I just buy the splinters. But you need 150 of them for the tier 3. And we can start with Exalts, but, you know, that's going to get, I don't know why it switched, but that'll get, you know, up there pretty quick. If we go to Chaos, you know, again, we need 150. So you're looking at about, oh, we can go down on this. So it's not as bad as it was. You know, about 54 Chaos Orbs, which is less than a Divine. So you're still spending about a Divine for the fight. And yeah, we're going to start with that. As long as I remember to ramp up, should be smooth sailing. But yeah, shout out to them. And shout out to Tuscaloosa also for the support gem. And he's been hooking me up with currency. So that way if I want to min-max my build even further, I can. One thing that I'll show you guys after I put these splinters in is I'm still using gear. I got a comment of why is my energy shield so low. So there's the 150 to start that fight. My energy shield is low. Actually, I shouldn't even have that much, to be honest with you guys. I'm using gloves that are energy shield based, that were from a previous character, or a previous version of the build, I should say. And same with the boots. These are energy shield based boots. The main thing that I don't need on either one of these is resistances anymore, because we are using the helmet that gives us no elemental res. So another thing I wanted to start off the video by letting you guys know is you can get by, you know, there's a lot of builds that want people to, you gotta cap your reses. That's more for, you know, certain playstyles, certain builds. This is one of the few builds that even without any res, it's more about killing everything before it can even touch you. And if it does touch you, your life regen is so high. See, like right now, if you guys look at my life regen, I can't really hover over it, unfortunately. But you guys can see it below. We're at 6,421 life. We only have 83.5 life recovery per second. However, when you start ramping up, and you do this at the beginning of the map or right before you enter the boss fights, you know, there's other ways to do it. You can use Ember, you can use, you know, whatever spells you have. But once you start getting your life regen to the point where you're not losing it, like you see how I'm almost to that point right now. Now when you look at your character, that life regen was at 7,000. Epic was telling me he had it at 50,000, which is insane. But again, Grand Spectrum Ruby, Grand Spectrum Sapphires, all that good stuff. I have only 6,000 life, so at 7,000 life recovery per second, you know, we're getting our life back, and we have life on kill, so that sustains it even more. My chaos can definitely be better. And if you guys recall, I was also worried or wondering why people aren't using Rockiata's Flow. Well, Rockiata's Flow, you know, it increased my DPS number barely. But then I started to realize, wait a minute, chaos is not an element. So it is upping the fire part of it, but we have a node that literally takes 100% of our fire and converts it to chaos. So that's why Rockiata's Flow is not needed. It inverts the elemental res of the enemies, but chaos is not an element. So just wanted to, you know, cover that as well. This build is, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys, out of the 8 characters I have, this is the strongest build I've had this season. For me, that I've played, this is the strongest. It has done the most damage in the quickest amount of time. It's gotten me through content that I couldn't even do with Lightning Arrow, because I think with Lightning Arrow I got comfortable where I was. You know, some of the gear I was using was level 65 on that character. Definitely not where you want to be. You know, I never really pushed more investment into Lightning Arrow as I did with some of these other builds. So had I went that route, maybe it was on par. But for me, this was the strongest build I've ever ran. And I hope I can beat this guy. We absolutely murdered him on the tier 2 version. So hopefully the tier 3 is just as easy. I did notice that he didn't have a second phase in the tier 1 or tier 2 version. So I'm wondering if that's going to change, and now he's going to have his second phase again, because if you guys recall, last season and the season before, he had 2 phases. So here we go. Let's see. Wait for his health bar. Pop the spare. Boom, he's done. If he has a second yep, second phase. Okay, he does. I should have kept spamming. Yeah, I should have kept spamming. I let my health regen go down a little bit. That's fine, I'll go buy another one. Like I said, I didn't know if he was going to have a second phase or not. I should have, you know, assumed it, right? But I should have kept spamming. I wouldn't have been losing as much life right there. But we'll just go buy another one. I'm definitely going to win this next one. Well, I shouldn't say definitely. I hope I'm going to win this next one. So, runic splinters. We'll do it for chaos orbs. I have plenty. Looks like the price already went up, huh? Or did it go down? That's a little bit higher than it was just a second ago, but alright, we'll get it this time, guys. We'll get it this time. I hope. But yeah, if you saw that first phase, yeah, he was obliterated. That's 5 million damage DPS coming at him. Alright. Try number 2. I'll just keep spamming this time to keep that life regen going when he dies. Gotta watch out for his little ice blast. Alright, it's getting pretty good. Should be alright. Sigil of Power. Put the curse on him. Bye. Keep spamming. Get out of that for a second. There we go. And there it is, the last book.
Of my plan.
Yeah, all part of your plan. Yeah, I didn't plan on dying that first time though. And if we fight him again, I mean, I don't know if it's like previous season where it actually makes him any different or what he can drop, but we can try it. Increased effective remnants. I guess. Because I don't really run the expeditions. I think that's a mechanic that could use some improvement. Just my personal opinion. And yeah, there goes that boss. So what now? Run some maps, try it again. I don't really want to, I mean, I have the currency to do it, but what was it? Yeah, I mean, we have enough to do it again if we want. Kind of just want to run some maps for a little bit. I'll be getting off in a few hours. Football game on tonight, the Iron Bowl. If you guys know, you know. I'll be watching that, so. Oh, another thing I did, sorry. Another thing I did with the build is I went and bought one of those runes that are all spell skill, level to all spell skills, which was pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I still have this one that I bought corrupted that has the +1 to all cold spell skills. I don't think I'm running any cold spell skills unless Snap is counting as one or Spell Slinger, which I don't know if they are. I can check. Okay, so Snap is benefiting from it. I don't know how, you know, significant that is. So the effects from additional qualities, the extra infusion, but it's not the damage that it's doing that really matters, so I don't know if it's that important. I wish I had +1 to fire, or another +1 to all, or even some crit damage bonus. The setup that I'm running, this is all recommended by Ember Kinetic, with the Fire Mastery, Heft, Fork, Sion's Temper, Unleash, and it was very similar to Blues as well. And then we have the Bloodletting, Unleash, Heft for more physical damage, Consider Casting, and then I threw this in. Neither one of them were using it. I just felt that because I'm using Ember as my boss actual killer, this was working phenomenally for me. I added Prolonged Duration on Despair, and I added Chaos Mastery just to make the curse a little bit, you know, more magnitude, a little more power behind it, so it's decreasing them a little more, you know, the Chaos Res. And since we're dealing nothing but Chaos Res, you know, I threw that on there. I can actually up this, and it might make bossing even easier, which I'll do right now. And then somebody said, in all this, where's the build tab? I had a build tab, but I started to swap so much gear between characters. But you see, like, this is the majority of my Lightning Arrow build, my Molten Blast, but most of the gear is on the character for this one. Lightning Warp, Thunder Fists, you know, I was doing the Thunder Fist, and then this was more for the Lightning Warp that I was using on a Witch. So I do have tabs for it. Does GGG have it? No, you just buy them and, you know, customize them yourself. This was like a backup to Lightning Arrow. Different variants that I had. Rambo and Thorns. This was more of the spellcasting Rambo Titan. And most of that gear is on the character, and then all the Thorns gear that I switched from. You know, I'm thinking about selling it all, but I may mess around with it in Standard one day. I kind of doubt it, but yeah, so that's all for Thorns build. And you know, we got our Blood Mage. When I was leveling a Poison build, I tried to keep all the skills and the gems I was using with it and support gems, but they kind of started to get mixed around. And then, you know, if you guys know, if you don't hold R2 and you push triangle, it doesn't go into the tab. It actually will go into whatever you have as your affinity tab. If you have the gem tab, they go in here automatically. So some things got lost in the sauce in here. I'm still wondering why these are considered lineage. Mysticism, Cannibalism, Clarity, Precision. I don't know why these, you know, go into the lineage part, but Maya, word. You know, you saw that fight? He got me the first time, but I got my revenge. It took 2 tries. Had to spend another 75 chaos to go fight him again, but hey, for the stream. I might want to go fight Kulamak once or twice, and we're going to try to get a better staff. And then, like I said, I may keep going with this character. I definitely want to do some mapping. Oh, Maya, tell Tusk, you know, I shouted him out for the blessings, the currency, the support gem. You know, let him know. And yeah, Iron Bowl tonight. Iron Bowl tonight. Still got, what, 3 hours? Ish. Alright, so we start ramping up. Pop 2. I need to change my life flask too. I like life flasks that are instant, but with this character, I need a life flask that is increased when on low life, because I only use it when I'm at low life. So I'm going to be looking at that if my ADD doesn't get the better of me and I forget. After this, I'll be looking for that in my stash. So this should be even easier than what we just did, because this boss was easy with every character. You know, Fireball could probably get rid of him, but I threw out the other thing anyways.
Is that supposed to be
Yeah. Let's go all cool them up, or whatever that is. he tried. You saw that? He tried to get his move off. We're going to return the finger so we can fight him again. And hopefully get something good.
This shall be ours. You exhaust.
Can I go through the portal and go on the other side? No. Actually got to run around. This is where you need Leap Slam or, you know, Blink or something. So we got another one of his rings. Alright. We got Tekrod's Revenge. Don't need that. And some Dex Boots. Don't need those. And if this is gloves with 100%, that would be awesome. So I guess we can go find out. Oh, you guys know I like passing on information when I learn it. I don't know when they added this. I just started using it yesterday or 2 days ago. I didn't know that you could warp to your hideout from waypoints. I thought it was just, you know, you can warp to the town, or you could, you know, normally what I was doing, if you guys have watched my videos, I go to the right and then I go up to travel to hideout. I don't know when they added this on PlayStation, but at the bottom, if you look, you can just hold triangle, warp to hideout. I don't know why I never noticed that. I don't, you know, it obviously wasn't a thing in Season 1, or at least I never remembered it, because I was always used to going to the right side of the screen on console. But you can just hold triangle, and it takes you to whatever hideout you have designated, so wanted to pass that along if anybody didn't know. And if you guys did, and I'm the one that's late, you know, my fault. But obviously, if you're at your hideout, that no longer applies. It just says warp to town, you know, and you just press it. But when you're anywhere else and you hold triangle, it'll just take you to your hideout. So that was pretty cool.
Yes.
Let's go see what kind of belt we got. It is gloves, but unfortunately it's 72%. I don't have a great roll, but I have at least 80%. Or 88, excuse me, I can't read. 88%. And another reason I need new gloves is because I would like to have even more cast speed on the gloves. Like I said, I can get rid of the fire res. We don't need any res anymore with this character. So higher max life, more crit damage, you know, bonus, crit chance, cast speed. The intelligence is fine, or strength would be fine. But I don't need the fire res. And then same with the boots. You know, I don't need the fire res that it's corrupted with, and I don't need the cold res that's desecrated at the bottom. So there's still room for improvement with this character. I'm using Kalandra's Touch with a ring that's honestly not great, but it gets by. I don't need the mana regen. I don't need an increased light radius. And I'm actually, you know, mirroring that to stats I don't need, and it's a low max life. It's a tier 5 roll of max life. So what you guys saw me do and what you're gonna see me through the gameplay as a level 93 witch, I mean, definitely could min-max this character even more and be a lot more comfortable, but it is what it is. I could put quality on this staff and increase Sigil of Power, right? I don't know why I never did that. My Sigil of Power is about to be stronger, guys. And there was something I was going to do in my ADD. Oh, Life Flask. Yeah, Life Flask. First things first, though. Let's go ahead and put quality. And that should give quality on Sigil of Power. That was a shout out to... damn, I forgot his name. That was a couple streams ago. He was the one that told me. It was like quality on weapons that have innate skills or inherent skills. It upgrades quality on the skill that it gives. So to show you guys that, it doesn't say that it did anything, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's supposed to give Sigil of Power that additional effects from quality, the 0.0 or the 0.8 meter radius, but I guess we can just use it and see. Yeah, it did. That's bigger than it was, for sure. That power, though. That power. Now health flask. One that's on low life, so let's do low life. Oh, I'm gonna have to go buy one. This is in the low range. Yeah, I don't have anything higher. Do I have any in this build area? Nope. Nothing in there either, so I'd have to buy one. I mean, I can get by with what I have, it's just... It's not meant for this, because if I had the low life one and popped it, it would almost be full automatically. Versus I have to like kind of double, triple tap it to get it ramped up faster. Just trying to look for ways to make the build more smooth at the beginning of maps. But yeah, now you can see. Yeah. So yeah, I'll hold off on the life flask, but just wanted to show you guys there's a lot I can still upgrade on this build, but it's literally done everything I set out to do when I made this character. When I made this Blood Mage, I was like, I want this character to beat all the Pinnacles. Well, I've done all of it but one, so maybe on stream we'll try the Simulacrum one more time. Mana Leech, no. Increased armor, nah. With intelligence, it's not that good. I see people selling this for divs, but that's not worth that to me. Deflection rating, mana, fire res, nope. And I'll sell this.
Oh, it's you.
Dirt cheap if you guys want. We'll list it for 10 chaos. No, wait, 72? It's in the middle. I said chaos, I meant 10 exalts. That's nothing.
Seems like a good deal.
I mean, hell, that's cheaper than what I have. I think these other ones at. Oh, somebody bought my other belts out. No, they didn't. Yeah, 90% shields, body armor, but only 55%. Yeah, that's not even worth that. We'll do a chaos orb for that. You can corrupt it and maybe get it even higher. I'm scared to corrupt this one because I don't want to lose my highest one. And I don't even know what they cost on the market. I guess I could check. Darkness Enthroned. Shield, boots, those are normally not sought after. Gloves are normally sought after, but 69%. Yeah, I guess mine's not even worth that. In the 70s, huh? See, those are, you know. But they got the attack speed in there instead of cast speed. But I'm also not spending that kind of currency for an item. Even if I had it, I don't think I would. Because if I had that type of item that's worth that, I think I would just be using it to farm other things. But yeah, some of these prices are also just ridiculous and retarded in my opinion anyway, but that's another story. So let's go into a map.
Hail.
After I sell these boots.
Bye then.
I'm in endgame mapping filters, even though I'm not truly an endgame level. But I don't really care about gear at this point unless it's like a unique that I don't have, or you know, something that's better than what I have as far as similar stats, but better. We can run Mark for Death is good. This one, players have less movement and skill speed. It kind of hurts, but not near as bad as the less life regen. But it's still runnable. So I still have some 170 and 175. Again, shout out to Tuscaloosa, hooked me up with some maps. Yeah, so I'm also going for experience. So if you guys see, I have 3 experience tablets on here, so the drops won't be too crazy. Matter of fact, I probably should run some different ones with quantity rarity, because this is a rarity map, 170. So let's rethink our tablets. He blessed me with a lot of tablets as well that had quantity. This one's quantity and rarity, so we can run that one. That's a delirium. I want to try to use one of each. 10% quantity from a ritual, and 10% quantity to make it technically a tier 16. We could empower the boss. But I think getting the extra level would also be good. Need to get some 16s, but what I may do, and to show you, it wasn't just those maps. I mean, he blessed me pretty much with everything that he had been holding on to. Not these. These are ones that I've just been finding and throwing in that I'll craft later. But yeah, I even have more. All of these have that affix that I don't like. Players have less recovery rate of life and energy shield. But a lot of them are good rarities. You know, 160s, 150s, 178 right there. That one actually can be moved over. So they have high rarities. I think all of them are 150 or higher. I may corrupt these to try to get a 16. And I still won't be able to run it though if it has the less recovery rate, unfortunately. So if it doesn't change that stat, we're fucked. But if it does change it, at least I have a chance to run it. Oh, why is this one in here? I can run that. Yeah, we can run that one. That's a 175 too. It looks like I didn't go through all of them as thorough as I thought, but I do want to put my 170s and up over here real quick. 140, I think, yeah, that's the lowest one in there. $105, that's the lowest one, okay. 169 might as well be a 170. Alright, let's give this map a try. No promises that I'll stay alive, but yeah. Ramp up first. Oh, another thing, besides that support gem, I did up my Ember to a level 20 gem, so now it's a level 29. I'm scared to corrupt it and get that extra 1 level, so I mean, I'm good with 29. Epic blessed me with this fireball right here. It was, you know, a 21 corrupted. We won't talk about price. If you caught it on stream, you know, you saw the transaction, but then we ran some maps and he was letting me keep all the drops. I mean, there was Shrine Scepters, Divines, Orbs of Annulment, you know. Shout out to him again. He's a legend. For mapping, we pretty much just use Fireball. It's to that point. I mean, every now and then you'll see me hit square, consume those fire infusions. But pretty much we just run a 1-button build now. I know New World Gamer, you were looking for a 1-button build, but you said you were casual. I don't think this build is good for casuals. I find it kind of stressful in certain situations because your life, it's almost like you're on the verge of death sometimes if you're not careful. Like, constantly on the verge of death. Trying to pick up the orb. I don't know why I'm picking up splinters, and it's a habit, guys. After I just said I wasn't going to be picking up much. Real quick, wanted to show the modifiers on the map. You know, we are in a level 80 monster level. It's got all the affixes. You guys saw my Atlas. And just wanted to reiterate, we have no res. So if you have enough life, you don't need res. If you're not using a life stacking build, then yeah, you need the res. It just makes it more comfortable, obviously, but when you can kill everything before it touches you, or if it does touch you, your life regen is so high. Like, look at this snapshot right now. My total life recovery is 9,391. That's over my max life, so every second we're getting full all the way. I did want to make a comment. I watched a video that Ghazi was reacting to, and there was, I forget the player's name, but she was, what was she talking about? Yeah, now my mind went blank. I know she said she hated Trials of Secumus, which, again, I'm a fan of it. I like it. It's not hard. But man, it was something that had to do with res, cap, life. She was like, why do you need energy shield in Trials of Secumus? You don't. I ran it with 0 energy shield. Just depends on your character. You know, certain characters use armor, certain characters use energy shield, certain characters use evasion. So, I don't remember what my point was, so we'll just keep continuing to blast. Love the build, though. This build is awesome. Rituals are no longer, at least with this character, a problem at all for me. They used to be with certain characters, but I say that and I'll probably die on this one. Almost did. I'm ready though for this game just to have content for everybody. I feel like that's why some players still prefer PoE 1. Is because there's something for everyone. Whether you like Blight, the tower defense style game, you know, Delve, which is like the Dig Dug on steroids to me, which is, I like Delve, some people don't. There's Legion, which is awesome. You kill a bunch of stuff and then they unfreeze and you kill them again and you get the rewards. It's cool. The one with Alva in PoE 1, I forget the name of it. You guys have to forgive me because I haven't played PoE 1 near as much, but that was fun. You just, incursions. You go in there, you kill everything, you're, at the same time, you're building your own labyrinth, or building your own temple, and then after you're done, you go run that temple. That's cool. You know, eventually I believe this game will get something for everyone, you know. And everything's not going to be for everybody. To me, expeditions aren't fun, you know, especially in the actual expedition map. To me, that's not fun. But to other people, they love it, so... rituals used to be, every time I run it, the rewards suck. But then you get into the, you know, tier 16 maps that are irradiated or whatever, and now they're tier 17s. They're actually not bad, you know? So there's something for everybody, and I hope that they get to that point. See you later, buddy. Bye-bye. I got touched by fire. No, I messed up. You gotta hold Ember Fusillade right there. I tapped it, and only 3 shot out. If I would have held it, I would have shot out like 8 or 9. So, lesson learned. All the XP gone anyway. Oh, I didn't have that active. I don't think it mattered. That's unfortunate. I think my mind was elsewhere when I was talking.
Speak.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, we're gonna... Ooh. Nah, we're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that. Poisons. Are people out there using that?
Good.
Whoop. I kind of want to switch my cosmetic. I noticed on the fight with what's his face, Arbiter, that having the kind of like floating dash didn't feel as good as having a roll. You know, I mean, yeah, you can do that, but I don't know. I feel like the roll might be a little bit better too. So if that's the case, I just changed that, and now we got a roll back. You know, everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your mother epic roll on. What? You call me, boy? Yeah. I messed up on that. No worries, no worries. We found a 175 here that we'll try. So, high risk, high reward, like I was saying, guys. This helmet, no elemental res, kill everything before it touches you. She touched me, and it hurt. She killed me. But if you don't get hit, or if I would have used my Ember properly, she would have been dead right off the bat. Yeah, you guys saw it on the other fights that I was about to run in there and die because I wasn't ramped up. See how I just tapped it and only 3 came out? But if I hold it, that would have killed her. Because if 3 did half her damage, you know, that would have definitely ended the fight early. Kosis. See ya. Oh, he survived that? Oh, I missed it. Ooh, that hurt. My game's probably gonna crash. It happened last night in an abyssal, heavily populated area. Game completely shut off. So if the stream ends abruptly, guys, it's not me. It's the game. I hope it doesn't happen, but it definitely happened last night. So, and then I came back into the map, and it put me in mid roll or mid dodge, and I rolled right into a death explosion. I was like, man, that's crazy. That's like the worst way to respawn. Respawn into death. That was close. I don't want that. Keep casting, keep casting. ABC, always be casting, right? Best thing you can do when you die in a game like this, have a short-term memory. Forget about it and keep moving. Just keep moving. I know it's visual, but I look slower when I changed that body armor cosmetic. I look slower. See if we can do better on this boss. Not getting as many projectiles as I normally do. I'm doing something wrong, but you know, I'll get the feel for it again. We get a divine drop, it makes everything worth it, right? Or better yet, let's get something worth multiple divines. Oh yeah.
Give my power to wield.
Where's this last guy hiding? Alright. What do we got in rituals? Yep, nothing. Shit. I don't even look at the gear anymore. I hope they fix that, but like every time I look at the gear, it's this. You know, a tier 1 rolling thorns, cool for a thorns build, but then a tier 6 stun threshold. You know, and I know you can craft and get rid of it, but who would want to buy this? You know, 2 tier 6 rolls, a tier 5 roll on a level 72. I mean, and here we are, level 93. And I just, me and my buddy Tuscaloosa were talking about this last night, and like, what the hell is a level 48 item doing in a fucking tier 15 map? You know, like, if you're trying to gear for your alts doing rituals, more power to you. Have fun. You know, have fun with the game, and if that's fun to you, awesome. But you can buy this for an Exalt on trade. And it would be better. You know, it would be better than that. It wouldn't have 2 tier 6 rolls for 1 Exalt, you know. But we were talking about this yesterday. When you re-roll this, and you're using Tribute to get, you know, a re-roll, it should automatically increase the levels of what you're looking at. But just to show you guys, you know, there's still a level 59 in there, 59, 36, you know, and I know that's required level. It's not the actual level. I understand the difference. You know, some people don't, but I do understand the difference of required level versus actual level. But a tier 3 roll, you know, it's... I just feel like the gear in here always sucks. I could be the only one. I think the only thing people are looking for in here are those omens. Like the Omen of Whittling. I did get 1 Omen of Whittling this season. 1. From a ritual. And it's just like... You know... Why? Why? You know, I'll buy that one, but like, nobody wants this stuff, GGG. And unless it's like, you know, oh, but they're in there, you know, it used to be the Omen, the Audience with the King. That's what you were hunting for in here. And Audience of the King. I'm looking for Audience of the King. But now that you guys do it with the Splinters, yeah, you can just buy the Splinters in every Omen or every ritual. That's cool. However, you can also just buy these through Ange, you know. I don't know. That's my gripe on rituals. That's why I normally don't run them. I just feel like the reward you get is never really worth it. There's one time that it will be, but I feel like that needs to be more consistent. The rewards need to be improved. They need to be increased to make rituals actually something worth doing. And it could be that my passive tree... There we go. Thanks for listening. The game, you mentioned divine, the game tends to provide, you know? You gotta bring it, or will it into existence, is that what they say? Speak it into existence. So the map already paid for itself and the creation of like 25 other maps. But again, what I was ranting about, rituals. I just feel like they, look at that, 2 back to back. Alright, GGG, thank you. Maybe somebody's pushing a button up there like, hey, this guy's complaining about the rituals, let's go give him 2 divines back to back. Oh, hang on, we gotta clip that. Yes, I've gotten 2 in the same map, but not while I was ranting about drops. But I wasn't even talking about those kind of drops. I was really talking about the ritual rewards. But yeah, I feel like they're not. I don't know. They're just they need to up the amount that you can get, or just increase the chances a little bit. It could be my Atlas Tree points. You know, very possibly could be my Atlas Tree points. I feel like I went in a good direction with it. I've changed them a lot, you know, but I feel like I do want, you know, more rares, more magic monsters, but these would be the 2 that I normally don't have in there, and I normally go this route. But I did that one earlier, and I just didn't feel like it was, you know, it was worth it. Having a Wildwood Wisp, this would be awesome. I think if I was going more into... is it the Asmeri Spirits that are the wisps, or no? Just increase tribute. But again, who cares if the tribute, you get more tribute when the rewards are shit? I don't know if that kind of makes sense. It does in my brain, but yeah, okay, we're going to give you more of the currency to buy shit because it's all shit. This would be the only thing that I could think of. Trying to spec into this. Maybe with the increased toughness they drop better rewards, but also, you know, does it say that? You know, it makes the monster tougher, but does the monster toughness increase the rewards found in the rituals? Because it seems like the rituals are already set. Once you do the first ritual, it has everything in it, and it's just not uncovered, if you guys know what I mean. I don't feel like it's going to change what's already shown. Like, hey, you know that that's going to be a shield. You just don't know what kind of shield yet. Yeah, enough of my gripe on rituals. What do we got left in here? 41 monsters? I mean, hell, who knows? We could get a 3rd divine, right? I have this thing where I think, oh, if the map was already good to me, maybe I should finish it, and it normally doesn't lead to anything, but for people that just run in and kill the boss and get out, though, you know, if I would have done that, I would have missed both of those divines. So I try to get a reasonable amount of the monsters killed. See, when we have 5 left, if they're not in this last uncovered spot, then yeah, we just get out. I'm not gonna go hunting for the 5. But if it ever says more than 50, if the drops were good, up to that point, I normally stick around. I think that's the reason why everybody likes doing Breach. Not that it's the most rewarding, it gives you the most gameplay. Like, you're constantly killing things, and the more you kill, you're rewarded by killing more, because more spawn, you know, the circle stays out, and it's fun, you know. Now, Breach 2.0 over in PoE 2 was fun at first, but meh, it's neither here nor there for me. I hope they don't bring that into PoE 2, because if they do, they need to refine it. The walls, if you guys know, you know, but those walls were annoying. I just feel like it wasn't... It was cool to do it in the campaign.
Speak.
I'll say that. It was cool to have the Breach in the campaign. That's about it. Alright, we're not really worried about XP. We're just going for drops. And if it sounds like I'm complaining too much, my bad, guys. I really want this game to be great. I enjoy the hell out of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have 1,500 hours playing it. I wouldn't make all the characters I make every season. And I want it to be better. So it's not more of a gripe or complaint. It's just honest feedback from a guy that loves playing video games. You know, I'm not paid to play this game. I play it for fun. I play it for free. I stream it for free. I don't get paid by YouTube. I enjoy the game, and I want to bring other people builds that, you know, creators make, and then I just use them for the most part. I've only self-created like 3 builds out of probably 18 characters. So my build creation isn't like when I was playing Diablo. Diablo was an easy game to make builds. I was good at it. But then I turned my brain off and just started following, you know, other people's builds, and honestly that's when I had more fun playing the game. Path of Exile 2 is the same way. Like, I have more fun following somebody else's guide template, and then the puzzle for me is, how do I make it mine? Like, how do I fit my playstyle with this kind of build? And again, it sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not. I just want the game to be great. So that's the last I'll speak on that for the stream. Oh, this room looks juicy. Let's hit that snap. I almost died. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have rolled right there. Rolling can get you in trouble. I'm gonna open this door so I have an exit in case that ritual gets pretty bad. You never know where things are gonna spawn and where's your exit to get away from it. I'm froze? Or am I stunned? Oh, I was froze. So, like, look. So hear me out, guys. I do want to talk about this, because this is exactly what I was saying. We know this isn't going to be an omen. We know this isn't going to be anything other than a one-handed weapon, right? So it's like, I don't know. The other nodes in the ritual don't seem like they're going to change what this is going to be. What this is going to be. You can already tell, hey, this is not body armor because it's 4 squares deep. 4 squares long. This is a 2-handed axe, or it's a crossbow, or it's a maul. It's a 2-handed weapon. You know what I mean? It's like, this is the only thing that could be good at this point. This is the only thing that could be good without re-rolling and getting a whole brand new set of things. But I feel like hopefully those improve. I really hope those improve. The whole reward system of rituals. And do you guys remember when Ingenuity was like the shit? Everybody wanted Ingenuity. And now it's like 1 Exalt to buy one. Granted, it's the lower end one, but 1 Exalt for one of what used to be the most powerful belt in the game besides, what, Headhunter and Ingenuity? And I get it, you know, balance the game, balance the game. We definitely want balance. But we also want to have fun. Ingenuity being nerfed to the ground, it's like a leveling belt now. But you can't get it while leveling, you know what I mean? You have to buy it from Trade Market, because if you're beating the ritual boss, you're in the end game, or, you know, early end game. You're not in the campaign anymore for sure. We'll see with, you know, what are your guys' thoughts coming up for December 4th? What do you want to see them announce? What do you want to see released? I know personally, I've been waiting for swords, flails, and daggers since the release of the game, because they've been in the passive tree since the beginning of the game. We still don't have any swords. We still don't have any. And everybody, you know, they data mine talismans. I'm getting froze a lot. That's that no res. They've data mined talismans coming for the druid. You know, that's cool. But Where the fuck are the flails? Where the fuck are the swords? Where are the daggers? Why am I about to die? Why is this map so hostile right now? There it is. So check this out. Everything I said at the beginning, throw it out the window. You need elemental res. No, I'm just kidding. It would help, but I'd rather have the max life. But yeah, this stuff has been in the game since the very beginning, guys. If you don't believe me, you know, go check out anybody's stream from the very beginning. Yeah, they added a lot of stuff, but swords have been in there forever. What, we got daggers over here? Daggers have been here forever. And if not, it was Season 2, Dawn of the Hunt, that added daggers. We got flails, you know, over on the left. Over in the warrior side. That's thorns. I swear there's flails here somewhere. Oh yeah, axes. Wait, we have axes, right? Or do we not? We only have mauls right now. I could have swore flails were somewhere. There they are. You know, when are we getting these? So it's like, it's cool that talismans are coming, but like, these other weapons have been in here. They have been in the game, especially the swords. When are we getting those? That's what I'm looking forward to. And fixing PlayStation 5's trade market search. Definitely got to fix that. Other than that, everything's a bonus to me, because we're still in beta, so they said they're focusing on endgame, which is cool with that. Because honestly, the reason that I make so many characters is because I felt the endgame is a little lacking. Don't get me wrong, I have fun doing it. You know, if I could zoom out more and show you guys my entire map, you'd actually be surprised how much I've uncovered. Because every character, I went in a different direction. Literally just, okay, that character went up, this character's going right. This one's going down, this one's going left. And then, okay, now this one's going, you know, northwest, northeast, southeast. Like, we've uncovered a lot of the map. And I used to have all my bookmarks. You know, that's what we could work on now. I could do corrupted versions, or the calamity fragments. You guys will have to forgive me for not wanting to run Delirious to get them, though. You know, I'm a semi-try-hard, but not that try-hard. I'd rather just go in and make sure I get it. You know, okay, 2 revives, that's fine. But not less recovery rate. Man, it was almost like, wait, I don't even have that many. I think I only have 3 to go to at the moment. But it's almost like somebody was listening. Oh, elemental res are important? Alright. Alright, let's freeze them to death and show them why elemental res is important. They were like, yeah. Keep talking down on res. We don't need quantity anymore. Let's just throw some XP in there, because who cares, right? End of the season. Well, yeah, so if you guys didn't know, this is how you get your calamity fragments. You just have to have all 10 points into the boss. And it doesn't matter where. Like, you can actually make bosses even crazier. You take this point out. You take this point out, right? You can even take this point out. But I like it because it, you know, gets a +1 to the boss. But let's say you take these 3 out, you can up the boss +1, +1, +1. And you can end up having a level 85, 86 boss? Or something like that. 87 with a corrupted map, 88, or not, yeah. I don't know, you can get kind of crazy on the bosses. I don't think this character is ready for that. Being that I'm 93, I'm definitely missing some crucial points into life regen. I took them out so I could get another jewel socket, which is, pardon my ADD, I forgot to show you guys at the beginning. I did buy another jewel. 12% crit hit chance, 20% crit damage bonus, increased ignite magnitude. don't care about the energy shield, but it was mainly the other 3. We bought that for 20 Exalt, pretty cheap. But because I really wanted that, I am still missing 20% life regen, and that life regen is pretty crazy. As you saw, we already get crazy life regen, but this just helps initially, and when you're not spamming, it actually helps a lot. I almost forgot to ramp up again. Yeah, that's unleashing the wild shards. If you guys are wondering why, sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's like 3, 6, and then sometimes it's like 8, 16. That's just all wild shards and unleash. I don't want to run delirium. I don't feel like getting stunned to death right now. I'm just curious of starting with the druid, if it's going to be worth it. If the prices are going to be lower later. You know what I mean? Like once everybody, because that's the same thing happened with Deadeye. Deadeye's prices were insane at the beginning, and then they came down because once everybody hit the end game, everybody had Deadeye equipment for sale. So I'm almost tempted to start Monk or Ranger next season, then make a druid, and because everybody will have the meta figured out, I'll be able to, you know, farm what I need on a different character that I already know instead of trying to figure it out. But then here comes the real kicker, and it's happened 2 seasons now. Blood Mage has always been my strongest character, and I always make her at the very end of the season. And yeah, I didn't make one in season 2, so I can't speak for season 2. But season 1, my strongest character was a Spark Blood Mage Witch. And this season, this character may not look it, but DPS wise, strongest character I've had this whole season. So I don't recommend starting with a Blood Mage. They're pretty expensive to build. So get your currencies with others first, is my take. But I think if you start with a Blood Mage, it's going to be a little harder. But let me know what you guys plan on doing. I'm thinking Ranger or Monk. Ice Strike blasts through the campaign and mid-tier maps on no budget. You know, all you have to do is find a staff. Everything else is optional. And then we already know, unless they do any nerfs to the Roa, I don't think they're going to nerf Lightning Arrow, but I think they might do some nerfs to the Roa. Because being able to use Lightning Arrow on a Roa, get the double dip in damage, it's pretty insane, honestly. It's a huge spike in power. And you're running at the speed of light almost, you know, you're just dodging everything. You stack some evasion on your character and you never get hit. I feel like they have to open up companions to everybody. Like, maybe the warrior can't use his mace on a Roa, but they come out with like a dinosaur looking thing that moves a little slower but has armor and it soaks up damage for the warrior. That would be awesome. And you can use melee, like just, you know, instead of drive-by shooting, you just ride by, you know, melee. I think that would be fucking awesome, honestly. Could you imagine a warrior just running around with a two-handed mace, and then you use that where you can use two-handed maces, and he's just running around, rah, 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 fucking smacking everybody in the head while he's passing by. Oh, that shit would be awesome. That shit would be really cool. Well, what could they do for, I mean, the same would be for the monk. He's just running around with his quarterstaff, you know, sweeping the ground with, that's what me and my buddy call it. He's sweeping the ground with, was it Storm Wave? Or even Glacial Cascade. What could they do for the witch? I mean, she rides on like a little demon looking thing, and casting sparks on the ground or doing what we're doing now.
So,
What's up, Epic? Huge shout outs to you earlier, bro. Watch this. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, wait, he didn't die? I forgot. And then watch this. Your boy got stronger. Your boy got stronger thanks to your assist. And Tuscaloosa's. And all the points. I know the map wasn't that crazy, but all the points. And then I want you to see this. I spiked up. Ooh, 6.2 million. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? A change that I made is I put this Ul Natal's Embrace on Ember Fusillade. And yeah, we're getting that extra damage as chaos, or extra physical damage as extra chaos. And breaking the armor, bro, it's been pretty insane. Hell yeah. Here's the first calamity.
Reminded me of the YouTube series of
Oh yeah. Hold on. Reminded me of a YouTube series, Diablo videos. Have you ever heard of Carbody? Oh yeah. Rah. They just run around. Yeah, shouting everywhere. He goes into they're like, warrior or barbarian, help us. He just goes in there, rah, and all the loot drops on the ground, and then he runs away, rah. Oh, those fucking cartoons are awesome. I mean, that's how everybody plays warrior though, right? Or barbarian in Diablo, right? 3-shout meta. The 3-shout meta. You have one main skill, 3 shouts, and an ultimate. Everybody's, depending on if you're using Whirlwind, Hoda. Some people tried. I don't know why they keep trying to make Upheaval work. Upheaval's cool until it's not. Maybe good for leveling, that's about it. Double Strike was cool. I'm not ramped up, I'm about to die in here. But yeah, I was just, thinking about what, if they don't nerf Roa / Lightning Arrow, what could they add for the other classes, And that's why, like, a slow-moving dragon Komodo, like, I don't know, dinosaur-looking Stegosaurus with armor that can tank armor for you, but, you can only use it with melee weapons. So, yeah, it tanks damage for you, but you're a melee, that would be cool. Things like that, because the Roa, as fast as it is, and I just feel like it's kind of broken. I did run a Roa with a warrior in this season. When I was leveling warrior with Lightning Arrow, I hopped on a Roa and I was like, bro, this is like, it's broken for every class, because every class can make it work. I did it with the Witch, did it with, Gemling Legionnaire. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. It'd be something different for them to try since we're still in beta, but I think we're getting so close to the release that it might not happen. Are these what I think they are?
of course.
The ones that drop electricity? Yeah, the shot ground. These are actually awesome. Oh, look at that, 1 to 50 max roll. To me, these are still the best leveling boots for any lightning build. And even for a regular build, that shot ground, you just run around the boss or run around the enemies, let them follow you, and now they're taking more damage. I love leveling with these boots. The only thing that sucks on them is the movement speeds. You have to corrupt it to get higher, but then you risk losing the lightning damage. You risk losing, sockets or whatever. I love these damn boots. I am going to put them up in Lightning Arrow. No, these are going to go on my leveling, even though we're almost done. I'm running out of room for them. As you can see, I already got 1, 2, 3 pairs in here, 4 pairs in here. Let's replace the lowest one. 1 to 42. This one already has 2 sockets. 1 to 48. So the 1 to 42. Yeah, let's get rid of those. Put those for sale for 1 Exalt.
Seems like a good deal.
Exalt. Why am I so zoomed in? Alright, so that's 1. Fuck, I forgot which one we just did. I think stone? Is that what we did? Yeah, okay, so stone is the middle. I can delete that. All these are just stones? I thought I had... No, I had to have others somewhere. See that, guys? Proof that the world is not flat. There was an edge, now there's not. Alright, there's a copper. That's a long path to get there. Oh, and there's a iron. Okay, so we're gonna go grab these other fragments because I want to go fight Maya. I want to go fight Corrupted Arbiter, but I don't want to buy everything, so I'm gonna go map to it. I might want to just grab some regular maps. Oh yeah, I already did. Never mind. We're good. Now, one thing I learned when I was in the military, there's proof that the world is round. I don't know why people try to fight it, and who the fuck put this in their brain. But, you know, I was in Signal, so the way radios work is line of sight. There's a reason that they only go 23.6 miles. I may be off on that number, but it's like little over 20 miles. You lose line of sight. And it's because of the curvature of the Earth. Every 23 or 26 miles, it curves. So if the Earth was flat, line of sight would go forever. You know, just saying, just saying. Just saying. Okay, so... Wait, did I just get in the wrong area? I deleted the one we did. I don't see no stone over here. Oh, I already... Did I delete the wrong area? No, that one's not bookmarked anymore. I guess I named this one twice. Oh, it's because... Okay, I see. I didn't put it on the... Yeah, I did it twice. So it was this one... But we're gonna go to... What's the quickest route to get there? I can go... Oh, those... Okay, so I'd have to go this way. 1, 2, 3, and then some change, or 1, 2, 3, back up. I don't know. I think I'll go up. We'll get that iron, and then go get that copper. Man, fuck it. I got all these good maps. Let's just run them. Oh, map was already attempted. Can't apply tablets. Well, in that case, we will go back to the other map. And I've just been seeing all these videos where people are like what they want to see in the game. What they'd like to see, what they think's coming, what's not coming. And I don't know, after having some experience with PoE 1, you know, limited, but still delved into the end game. Something like Blight would be cool. There's definitely a market for people that like the tower defense style. Mixed with an action ARPG, of course, you know. To me, that's cool. The incursions, the Legion, the Delve. I didn't really care too much for Sacred Grove because I didn't understand what I was doing. And now people that play PoE 1 and know exactly what to do and how to craft, even though everything says it's random. I think that's what turns me off about it. Removes a random modifier and, you know, replaces it with a random. I don't like the randomness of crafting in that aspect, which I know that's what it is in this game in some ways. When you just slam things with exalts, you're just hoping for the best outcome. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't, but there is a way to target craft. The recombinator is a way to improve your chances, but it's still random, right? There's still a percent of what you can do. So I don't know if they bring all of that at once, but I would like to see it all come into PoE 2. One thing that I enjoyed doing was the settlers. I would send a squad of 6 to go run a map, and they would bring me back all kinds of good shit. I've even got them to bring me back divines. I would send 4 or 5 people out on a boat and let them go do a shipment, and then check the next day or check later that night, and they would bring me back divines and, you know, whatnot. It's like, that's cool because you're actively making money passively. I said actively and passively, that's redundant, but you guys know what I mean. You're making income without even being on the game. And it was just another way, in combination with asynchronous trading and all that good stuff, that even when you weren't playing, you could make currency. And if you were playing, it was just extra currency. You know, I hope that they bring something like that into the next season. And if they don't, you know, hopefully they just bring it eventually, because I think that that would be cool. I'm trying to think what else they had in the end game. I didn't mess with certain things like I wanted to, but I didn't get into the heists with the contracts. I didn't get into the card game / earn people's trust, execute them, whatever that was called. I didn't really mess with that too much. And not to say that those modes aren't rewarding, it's just they weren't for me. And again, not everybody's gonna like, hey, there you go. Level up with those. They are fun to level up with, especially... That person's not watching the stream. Never mind. They just bought it because they're like, oh, those boots are good to level with. Yeah. Oh, this bitch killed me last time. Let's see if we can get revenge. Is she about to kill me again? Because I'm just trying to... Yeah. Oh, I kept tapping it. Tap, tap, tap it in. Give it a little tappy tap. Tap it in, he says. I don't even want to run the map. We're on an objective. In this case, I will just kill the boss and keep going, because now I'm actually pathing to something. When I'm mapping just to map with the maps, I clear them. But when I'm running these, you know, shitty maps, and there's a goal in mind, like I'm trying to path to somewhere, like I am just trying to get to here, I'll just kill the boss and keep going. Because, I mean, we're using this kind of map, you know? If I was using these, yeah, I'd finish him. Finish him! Excellent. Outstanding. Can't wait for Mortal Kombat 2. I know the first one was what it was, but... So you want PoE 2 to be like PoE 1, or would you like to see new systems? Both. So, and what I mean by that is, I want them to be creative and come up with new events, new league mechanics, or new endgame activities. However, I would like to see what was in PoE 1. For me, now keep this in mind, Maya, I'm a new PoE 1 player. So when I went back and played PoE 1 really for the first time last month, it was all new to me, and I thought it was fun. I can see how people that are in PoE 1 and have played it for the last 10 years, they want something new. So I see both sides of the fence, but me as a newer player to PoE, you know, PoE 2 is my first PoE, so for me, I would like to see variety. But definitely I would like to see new things, but like I said, to me, all of it is new. So I guess that's where it kind of gets clouded a little bit. To me, incursions are new, because I only did it in PoE 1 for like a week, you know, and it was fun. Delving I did for like 2 weeks. To me, it was fun because it was new. But I see what you mean. Like, I think current players aren't going to want to see the same content recycled. So you do have a valid point there. If they can come up with a way to, you know, a whole new thing, you know, that would be awesome. And again, we're still in beta. We still don't have all the campaign acts. So all of this could, you know, tie into something greater. But I feel like, I don't know what I feel like. That was a good question. I'd like to see... I can't even say build variety. This game has build variety. Hell, I saw somebody using a build the other day that was like, what? She was using a warrior that was using Wind Blast. And I was like, I don't even know monks that use Wind Blast, and that's a quarterstaff skill. Like, what the fuck? This is a warrior running around with Wind Blast? Like, are you kidding me? But it was cool. It was like, you know, there's definitely build variety in this game, so I feel like certain content in this game, though, there's certain builds that, you know, really thrive at the moment, and they need to kind of come up with a mode maybe that can level the playing field, where, you know, every build is viable and nothing's gonna like outshine the other. I know that's almost impossible to do, because people are always going to find a way, you know, to ramp up a certain skill higher than others, certain playstyles. But even like this build right here that I'm using now, when at the beginning of the season, this wasn't meta. Like, I didn't see a fireball on Maxwell's page when I looked up Witch. You know what I saw as meta on day 1 of this season is Witch? Lich. Same thing it was last season. Or Spark. Same thing it was for the past 3 seasons, you know, season 1, season 2, and this season. I didn't see any fireballs in the beginning. In the beginning. But what I did see is this build started to creep up. Ember, Fusillade, Rambo, Wizard, you know, I think Tuscaloosa was the one that told me, have you seen that Rambo Wizard build? And people were playing it with Warrior, they were playing it with Witch, they were playing it with Sorceress, maybe not so much Sorceress. I feel like Sorceress, I could be wrong, but I feel like in the end game, Sorceress and Warrior are probably 2 of the worst. There's exceptions to every build. Again, there's exceptions to every character. But overall, I feel like that's just how I feel. Now, I don't look at the stats on who plays what. But I know that, you know, Handed Cholula sucks, right? It's okay, but it's not utilized a lot. Or Tactician isn't utilized a lot. However, I guess what I'm trying to say is they have ascendancies that are used a lot. You know, Invoker is used a lot. All 3 witches are actually really good. But as far as meta goes, in the very beginning of the season, I didn't see this build. It wasn't on my radar. I ran an Invoker Monk. I ran a Deadeye Ranger. I ran, you know, not just metas, but a lot of metas. I ran the Ritualist Huntress. I did an Infernalist Witch. Infernalist is really great leveling, very comfortable. You know, just to me, kind of dies off in maps. It's a little slow. But then I find this build, and it's like, man, this build does everything I wanted in a Witch. High risk, high reward, blasting the entire screen, turning fire into chaos. It's all purple. It looks cool, you know. But I feel like, you know, there's still content in the game that a lot of builds can't do. That's what they might need to focus on as we get closer to the approach of the actual release. You know, next season with Druid, we'll see how that changes up the meta. Having talismans, having characters being able to use, you know, skills that normally they didn't have. So I'm not ramped up. I don't know if you're watching Epic, but I forgot to ramp up. Oops. I used my Ember full of Sades and it shot out 3 little tink tinks and I died. Yeah, I'm still learning this build. And today's really just a fuck around day. I've accomplished almost everything I wanted to do. For the entire season, I accomplished it in 4 days. Or this is part 5, so 5 days. I think that says a lot about Blood Mage. Where we entered maps. Granted, I had some currency, but from entering maps to beating Corrupted Arbiter, that was good. It's not taking damage. There he goes. Now he's dead. Yeah, I messed up earlier. My bad, guys. But yeah, I guess the fucking long drawn out. Sorry, when I'm playing, the ADD hits, the ADHD, whatever you want to call it.
Can I help?
Would I like to see new systems or both? Both. The same systems, new systems. Yeah, I want to kind of see both.
We didn't. Trade might be, but don't.
Only
worry.
because they're still new to me. Even the old systems are new to me. What is this? Oh.
What's new?
Yeah.
In here.
I'm here just searching for your spectrum. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What does he even mean? Those things are expensive, man. They're 55 divines. Don't worry about it. Season's almost over. You've helped me a ton yesterday. What am I? I'm in the wrong thing? No, I'm not. Grand. I got a question for you, Epic. Do you have mirror? Like, did you get a mirror? Or do you have enough stuff this season that you were able to trade into a mirror? Did you sell something worth the mirror? I'm just curious. Yeah, 52 divine for the 2% Grand Spectrum Ruby.
Sold it.
And I guess that's the, okay, it's just, yeah, 2%. I was trying to see if maybe it went up higher. Or if it does, maybe it's because nobody's, yeah, it's just 2%. So yeah, Grand Spectrum, Emerald. See, those are cheap. I wish those were needed for this build. Yeah, bro, you've gotten mirror items? Damn, yeah, you're a blaster for real. +3 to all elemental res. Well, with the helmet, we don't need that, but man, that's only 2 divine. Oh, because it corrupted down. I see. So yeah, that ruby though, man, is just, whew, that's something else. 52 divines. I don't even have, I mean, I probably have enough stuff to sell to make that, but I don't think it would sell like in the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I could sell my entire Thorns build. I think that was about 13 div, 14 div, depending on if the shield went down. I could sell the rest of my Blood Mage stuff. That was about 20 div. Molten Blast was about 25 div, but I have fun with that character. I think I'm going to keep all his stuff. Then again, I had a 21 divine Headhunter that now I think Headhunters are fucking down. When I bought a Headhunter, you know, in the first 2 weeks of the season, it was like 21 divine when I bought one, and now they're down to 3. Yeah, so couldn't make my money back on that build, so I'm gonna leave his alone.
Have an order?
I sold something else. Oh, I sold the helmet and the belt. Cool. Cool. I always wonder if it's somebody watching my stream, seeing what I'm selling. What do you guys want? Because, like, I don't know. I'll sell anything. I have a lot of shit. And then everything I have backups. Because I thought I was going to collect all 382 uniques, but I realized I'm not. But I try to keep a lot of stuff. Jewels is the main thing that's going to keep me. I have 1 jewel here and a couple jewels in other characters, but I think the only thing I've ever got to 100% were the quivers. And then this season I didn't even do that. The ice one is somewhere else in my stash, but yeah, they came out with more quivers. Last season I was at 100% on a lot of this stuff, but good thing is when I go into standard with all of it, eventually I'm going to get this unique tab filled out. Eventually, right? Yeah. Got a lot of tablets, you know. Again, thanks to Tuscaloosa. These are, one of these is a pretty good one, or do I have it on me? There it is, yeah. Quantity and rarity. That's a pretty good one. That could sell really well. But I'm getting sidetracked. That's crazy. I don't ever think I'll find a mirror. Like, I get some good RNG, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if I'll ever be mirror lucky. And then if I find an item that's worth a mirror, I don't even know what they're worth. You know, we don't have that overlay where you can just put something in and it tells you the value. Oh, I forgot to ramp up. End that delirium encounter before I died. Oh, that was close. Jeez. I keep forgetting to ramp up. Dropped a mirror last league. Wow. Made a mirror this league. Damn. Yeah, but you said you had the #1. Was it the #1 Ranger or the #1? I can't remember what, if it was Deadeye or if it was you said you had the #1 something in DPS for one of the characters this season. That's crazy. I mean, I could see how. Looking at your build. Oh, I linked your dropped a lock this league. Oh, Hinakora's lock? Nice. Yeah, I dropped your PoE Ninja link in the description. I hope it actually works. I copied it and pasted it. And I don't know if it worked because it has all the percentage and question mark equals this, and you know, I don't know if it worked. Infernalist Spark and BM Fireball. Oh, Blood Mage Fireball. Damn. So you had two #1 DPSs. Blush. Nah, man, you deserve some recognition. I'm not, like I said, I'm all about giving people their props and their credit. When I use one of their builds and I like it, I always try to give people credit. I just feel like if I change the build more than half of it, it's no longer their build. But yours is, even though I'm using Captain Lance, that's why I still linked his, I'm using his passive tree. All the gear changes, you know, were your recommendations. All the support gems -1 was all your recommendations. So, I mean, I give credit to both you guys. And I would go into your skill tree, it's just, yeah. You have a lot of jewel sockets, and I'm like, man, I'm not there yet. My jewels suck. I'll get there next season, though. I think I'm going to do a lot more consistent gameplay on this. I was going to get into Where Winds Meet with my buddies. They're loving the game, and I was having fun. I think something about the mobile aspect of it... Oh, shit, I'm not a boss. I didn't even realize what I was doing. I was just kind of going through the motions talking. Something about the mobile aspect of that game just kind of draws me away from it. The gameplay is fun, but the, like, you know, waiting to do certain things and daily rewards, 50 different menus. I know it's not 50, it's like 10 or 12, but all the different menus, it just kind of... there was some boss, I don't know. It was like somebody that normally like puts poison on the screen, but I didn't see it. Oh shit. What boss? Alright, so 2 more maps and then we get into that one. Cool, cool, cool. Let's run the armored and more life on the way there. So I don't use that one on that boss, but iron. Which one's iron? Iron is the first boss, right? The one that turns into the wolf. Give me what you promised. I forget his name. I don't know. Gianor, whatever. I think that one's iron, because I think copper is the lightning dude. I call him Jambalaya, but Jamanra. So I don't know why on that one map I got higher. Must have been smoking. No, but for real though, like I don't know how I'm now at 6.6 million. I was at 4.99 million earlier. I didn't do any changes, so I don't honestly understand the DPS calculations sometimes. Maybe it's because I just critted and I'm getting that extra crit damage, but I don't even think I have those nodes active. But like earlier on stream, yeah, my flammability magnitude has went up. I didn't level up. My crit chance is higher, but the crit damage bonus is the same. Yeah, right? It's getting there. It's coming right along. But at the very beginning of the stream, I was at 4.99 with only a 84% crit chance. I didn't change anything. So that's why I'm confused. Like, why is it going up now? You know what I mean? Like, nothing changed in here. I did kill something, so unless I have something that's
I notice number changes on my end too sometimes.
You notice numbers change on your end too sometimes? Okay. Unless it's something I have that's like after you kill something XYZ happens. Or I know what it is. No. I think I know what it is. It is that skill gem being calculated now. Because it's gaining the physical damage as the extra chaos. Maybe that's it. But when I was in town, it doesn't do that because I didn't kill anybody. I'm thinking, or I didn't damage anybody. Maybe it didn't get that extra damage because I didn't actually hit somebody. Or, no, I know what it is. I put quality on Sigil of Power, maybe? Well, that doesn't make sense because that just gives the radius. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I did, man. I don't know what the hell I did. You know what, Maya? One thing I would like to see, more so than new content, is more group incentivized play. Like me and Tuscaloosa were talking about Chronomancer. Like, I want to try it, but it just seems like it's a true support character. Like, you know, it can rewind time and give people a second chance, or, you know, it can do a lot of cool things in group play. But I don't think, or maybe I'm wrong, but is it even viable solo? Like, I feel like every ascendancy needs to be powerful. And I think Chronomancer is not played that much. Again, without looking at the statistics and knowing for sure, it's just, you know, watching other people play, watching other people stream, watching characters that I've made. You've not tried Chrono either, Epic? Yeah. I feel like it would be awesome in group play. You know, like, oh, somebody, you know, is in trouble or about to die. Hey, let's just rewind time, reset for a second, you know. Or, but by yourself, is it, you know. I remember when Acolyte Chiula was not used at all. And this season they made it pretty good. But isn't Invoker still, you know, top dog? Is Pathfinder used? Maybe, maybe not. Poison builds are something I want to do, but Why do a damage over time when you can just literally one-shot shit? So, oh, you want me to hit this guy 10 times and wait for him to die? No, I just want to hit him once. Let him just, you know, explode. I'm trying to think of other ascendancies. I didn't care for Smith of Katava. Maybe it's because I didn't build it right. I didn't really care for Smith of Katava, though. What else is out there? I think all the witch builds are good for what they are. Like, they all serve their purpose well. I think Huntress has a build I've never played. I've played Amazon and I've played Ritualist. If there's a third one, I don't even know. But if there's a third one, I've never played it. I haven't played Tactician, so I can't speak on Tactician. Speaking of Tactician, just reminded me, yesterday I was doing some group play, helping some people out. Chat was like, hey, anybody want to link up, run some maps? And I wanted to show off my new power. So I jumped in the map. I started blasting. I found a Lich Witch running Galvanic Shards crossbow. I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Off meta. Oh shit, there I go, not paying attention. Off meta builds just, to me, are cool. Do I run them? Sometimes, but definitely not as my main character. Oh yeah, I didn't ramp up. Damn, I gotta pay more attention to mapping. Not really. You got Lich Witch Galvanic. You have one? I didn't even know that was a thing. Fun build. Galvanic Shards is a fun skill. The very first character I ever made playing PoE 2 was a Witch Hunter, and I ended up being grenades, but I wanted Galvanic Shards to work so well, but I didn't understand what I was doing back then. Like, at all. I didn't understand the game. Low life is why you want Lich. Yeah, so you can reserve the life, and can't you also do that with Infernalist, though? As far as life reservation? But maybe, okay, it's gotta be something else in the Ascendancy, then. I'm trying to think of my memory of the Ascendancy. Man, I'm just running around killing myself, huh? I need better boots and better gloves so I can get this life up. Really need a better ring. You and I talked about that yesterday on stream. I just, you know, used something to get by, but I see now I need more life. I want like a 10,000 life pool or higher. That'd be cool. If it's even possible. I don't know. Yeah, I might be able to get at least another 2,000, right? Hey, this guy used to give me problems. Aw, he still is because he's running away like a little bitch and got this abyss in here. Get out of here. Used to give me problems. Those days are long gone. Let's see what I'm resting at. 3.7 million? Yeah, not bad. Without sigil. See, how did it go down to 3.1? Right, you want max life strength, chaos res, cast speed. Yeah. Yeah. We know my ring is... I got some of that. But only 41 life and it's doubled to 82. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, and you were telling me Kalandra's Touch is the cheaper way out. Which, yeah. You only got to invest into one ring. But if I had 2 rings, I could get a little bit. How many divs do I have left? 4. I could trade in. I could probably trade in some things and get more. I have orbs of annulments, right? Yeah, we got 16 orbs. Man, let's look for a quick ring. It doesn't even have to be a cast spelling ring, actually. I'm just going to search rings. I was worried about chaos res. I don't think I'm really worried about it. I mean, if I have 0 of all the other res, I'm starting to think, why do I even care about chaos res? I can just run 0 res all across the board. Let's do... Gotta have life. I do want chaos res. Never mind. You did say chaos res. I don't know why I was thinking chaos damage. Strength to cast speed. Chaos res. Strength to cast speed. Chaos res. Strength to cast speed. I like that ring that you have in your build guide. That one that you have, I think you got it from the Fractured Lake, but it has +2 to suffix modifiers, so you were able to put crit damage or something, or crit something in there. I was like, man. Or maybe not crit, but you had crit in... You had crit on there somewhere. Alright, let's see. Let's go. Max life is the most important thing. 120. Smoking crack you are. Alright. 5, 10, 600. Y'all need to get the fuck out of here. It's the end of the season. It's almost Christmas time. Come on. Those are some pretty damn good looking rings, though. Alright, so Exalted Orb equivalent.
Corrupted.
8,000. Oh, it's corrupted? Nice. Now let's go to max life. Alright, 97. That's already more than I have doubled. So if I double that, yeah, that... I don't need damage to attacks. All these are going to have damage to attacks, huh? Spells are not attacks. We're not doing lightning. Shit. Look at the life just going down and down and down. I mean, these aren't even worth it at this point. I didn't think finding a ring would be so hard. Let me ask you this. I know we're dealing chaos damage, but since 100% of our fire damage is converted to chaos, I know increased is additive and it's not as good as, you know, more, and this obviously would be just an increase in the fire damage, but it would still be converted to the chaos. It would still benefit, right? All the good ones are gone? Yeah. Yeah, all the good ones are gone. I mean, cause the way I see it is I have 2 little bit of an increase. Yeah, I have 2 wasted stats on my current ring anyways. I have mana regen and I have light radius. So it's not a total loss for me to grab something like this one. This only has 1 useless stat versus 2. Because the fire damage to attacks obviously is useless. However, it has life. That's pretty much more than my, like I said, my ring being doubled. This single ring has more, so that's already going to quadruple my life. Not my life, but from the ring it's going to be quadruple the amount. With more cast speed, with strength. That's why I keep looking at this one, just to mess around with it for the stream. He put life modifiers on it, which is fine. Let's go look at it. It's the end of the season. It's the end of the world as we know it.
Yeah. Or give me a minute. Almost done with sex.
Oh shit, the legend is still being a legend. See you running Secumus. I'm glad I'm not the only one that likes running it. I just took a break from it this season because I got impatient running the 4 floors to get my 4th Ascendancy, that I would just run Trials of Chaos once, and then I would buy the other 2 stones. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a lot faster than running the 4 floors. So looking at... Oh, I have rarity on this ring. That's... I mean... I don't know if I care too much about rarity at this point of the season. But it has more cast speed by, what? That's 21% on the right, because it's got the implicit and the explicit. Hey, that's me, Xsplzit. So 3% more cast speed, going to be doubled up. 6% more, we got less chaos res. But we have way more life. We have strength, which equals more life. I know it's not worth 2 divine. That's... I already understand that off the bat, but I can wait. I can wait. Oh wait, what was that? What the fuck is this? Oh, this is... okay. But who drops this one? This isn't the Abyssal one, right? Yeah, obviously. Line of Varana. Passives and radius are conquered by the Kalgur. Huh. I never seen that. That's cool. Hand of Wisdoms. Wait, what? Does this guy not know these things are like... Oh, because he has 2 sockets? Yeah, does this guy not know that's like 4 exalts? This season, for some reason? I don't know. I guess it's always to price high. Because I always price low, and then I end up shooting myself in the foot at the beginning of a season. 3 divines for this. Let me see. I'll be the judge of that. I mean, for a Huntress, yes. A Huntress would pay that much. For any other class, no. It's weird though, it looks like he's running Ranger. Companions having an increased attack speed, I don't think does anything. Alright, let me get out of here.
I'll do you proud.
I don't mean to be judgmental on other people's prices, because, hell, I don't even know my own prices.
Yes.
Let's just keep it moving. Is the ignited ground gonna kill me? Maybe. What time is it? Oh shit, I got about an hour left of streaming. Man, I'm having... time flies when you're just interacting with chat and playing. It's fun. But I gotta watch the Iron Bowl. I gotta see my Auburn Tigers make it a good game in the beginning, and then I forgot to ramp up. Make it a good game in the beginning, and then do what we always do in the second half. Blow it, but never know. We might have found some new life with this quarterback.
I will put you down.
This just keeps getting stranger.
Three time lost, 0 spectrum.
Oh, that's why you're running it. Oh, that's right. That's where they drop. Dirt. Maybe I do need to start running that then. You know, after the Iron Bowl, I might do that tonight. If you guys want to see it, let me know. And even if you don't let me know, I'll probably still do it. But I just don't know if I'll stream it. So if you guys want to see me stream it, I may do some Trials of Secumus runs, because I like Trials of Secumus. The fourth floor is cool in my opinion. And it's easy. You know, the mechanics of the boss fight, as long as you understand them, they're easy. We may not even see the mechanics of the boss fight. But I've always liked running it. Normally I go in there... Well, I haven't done a 4 this season, but I'm pretty sure we'll be going in there with 13 to 15,000 honor, you know, 85% or 87% honor resistance. And then I run the chance for the fountains to give you double. And then that way we can buy all the good buffs when they pop up. I forget the name, but the one that's like 50% more damage from you and your minions, that thing's awesome. Hey, boss time. Boss time's over. Bye-bye. Damn, endgame filter, you really don't see shit. Let's see what he actually dropped. Shit. He didn't drop nothing. Alright, let's get out of here. Now we're ready to go get that other calamity fragment. You want to see it? Hell yeah. I'll have to... I sold all my... I didn't even sell them. I mean, I still have... Do we have 80s? Oh, well, I'll go buy some. Man, I had like... I had this whole page was half and half. Chaos and Secumus. Jinbarias and Ultimatums. I literally sold everything to Doriani. And you know, he's like, gold is of no use to me. Like, bro, why are you mad? I get it. You don't like, gold is no use to you. So why don't you just give me more gold then? I have no use for gold. I don't know why I just sounded Russian there. See if you like this ring. Okay. Hell yeah. Nickelback fan. Darth Celine. What up? Do I need to come to you? I can come to you. Never mind. Chaos, life, cast, strength, dex, increase spell damage while on full energy shield. I mean, I'll try it. Fuck yeah, man. I appreciate that. That's, more chaos damage, more life, more cast speed. I didn't care about rarity. This increased spell damage while on full energy shield will be up during a boss at least. While I'm mapping, I notice my energy shield's pretty much gone the whole time. Oh, no. But man, it's way better than what I have. Especially the fact that, like I said, the ring that I'm using has mana regen and light radius, you know. I remember the meme, light radius meta. And for a while there, I believed it because it was always in maps that it was like, if I just took one more step, I would have saw the exit to another area, but instead I'm sitting there running around the map looking for, like, where the fuck do I go? So I remember in season 1, light radius is a new meta light radius. Hell yeah, I'm gonna try that, man. Watch this. Look at let's watch the DPS on Ember. From 3.1 million, 3.6 million. Hey, hold on real quick, guys. I got a phone call coming out. If y'all know this sound, I don't want to get copyright strike by YouTube, but oh yeah, that was a great game. Hang on real quick. Alright, my apologies. That was one of my good friends. He's playing Expedition 33, Clair Obscure, for the first time. And I told him, I was like, you know, no spoilers for y'all, but I was like, just call me after this area happens. And he had to call me and let me know that shit's badass. But yeah, so that's 3.6 million. Bro, I'm gonna be close to 7 million. Let's ramp up. Now that you have more decks, go to tree, change all the tributes nodes to strength that you're able to. Yes. Honestly, I don't think I put anything into decks, but I want to see this. Okay, I got to be in the map to get that higher, but still, 5.7 million not in the map. That's going to be almost 7.5 million in the map. Not bad. I don't think I have any dexterity though.
How can I perfect myself?
Let's do a look. Yeah, it's all strengthened. I think I might be able to take one intelligence out. Nope, nope. I gotta have that as yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't put a single dexterity node. This is all strength. No, but good call, just in case. You know, I've definitely made that mistake before, switching gear, and then yeah, we're good. We're good. It's good. It's good. Alright, let's go kill the iron boss. One chance. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow, or 4 chance. I don't care again. Oh, I already have a map in there. Never mind. Yeah, that's fine. That shot ground might hurt if I get hit, but we'll go grab this. This is the, I forget which calamity fragment this is, but yeah, we'll grab that one. Now let's kill a couple things. Kill a couple things. Still not showing. There's something about that last map, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the numbers keep changing. I don't get it. But yeah, it's still stronger because the base damage went up from 3.1 to 3.6 million, so it's definitely. Cast speed I don't feel too much. I feel like, you know, I'm at that threshold with cast speed where it's definitely could still get faster, but 6% increase, I'm not gonna really feel it. No, actually, I lied, I can feel it. Feel it in the air. Spellslinger, go boom. Snap. Snap, go boom. I'm doing it again. I'm getting caught up just killing everything, but all I really want to do is go hit the boss. And grab this divine out of this chest real quick. Bam. That would have been cool. Oh, I got a divine last night in the Simulacrum boss. It was like wave 8. And I was like, well, that's the first time I ever had a divine drop from the rewards at the end. That was pretty cool. I think the craziest drops I've ever gotten in this game was a blue chest. I got a divine. Just a random blue chest. In PoE 1, I got one from a white pot. My witch that I was using also has, there's a skill that puts purity of fire or something. No, not that. Righteous fire. And the righteous fire ran over a pot, literally a white pot, like kind of like a white chest, but a white pot, and got a divine out of it. I was like, what the fuck? Those are like the craziest places I've gotten. Got him in the campaign multiple times, so that's cool. The crazy, oh, another crazy one is back when they had, what was it, Cruel difficulty? It was Act 1, so technically Act 4, Cruel. I got one after beating that first boss. I was like, holy shit. Chaos Theory Gym. I didn't even know he had another character. That's cool. There we go. After all I've given you, he's gonna kill me. Can I ramp up? Because my ramp up's gonna go away when I'm teleporting. Look at my life. 10,000 life. Let's go. Or does it stay? Nope, it doesn't stay. Okay, I just gotta stay away from him for a second. He's heating up. Boom, shakalaka. Here we go.
Not if I take yours first. Seems the wolf wants something.
Bye. What? Okay, looking at the replay, I fucked up. Alright. Thought I was out of range. Honestly, I thought he was going to immediately go into his... turn into a werewolf there. I just got to get better at... because when I use the skill, Ember Fusillade, it puts my health at 1. Like, I mean, almost instantly, I'm down to no health. But, man, I gotta... yeah. Alright. Round 2.
You cannot stop. Take the power that we get. Not if I take yours first.
I messed up again. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think any of it's gonna matter, but in the event that I do still make another character, which would be my 9th, catch up to you a little bit. I can't even say that. I'm nowhere near level 98 on anybody.
Yes.
Alright, so pathing over to here. Do I have time? Yeah. I can go 1, 2. Those aren't connected. Shit. So I start from here. Yeah, because I mean it'd be the same, right? If we do 1, 2, 3, 4, shit, I don't even know actually. I might want to hit this tower just to get a better view. A better view of what's to come.
What is it?
Mana, cold res, accuracy, evasion. It's a tier 1 mana? Yeah. I could... That seemed kinda high on the mana. +3 to fire spell skills. Intelligence, flammability, magnitude, damages extra lightning. Yeah, I can get a better wand still too. That's crazy. I don't need mana. And I don't need extra cold technically. Or extra lightning. I mean, I know it's extra damage, but extra fire would be better. I can still do a lot of things to this build if I want to push it. But we're going to sell that to some lucky guy. It's not even worth an exalt, but this might be worth more than what I'm putting it for, but somebody needs it. There it is. Tier 1, tier 1. I could tell from that physical damage. Tier 1, all elemental res. Oh.
Someone is bound to buy that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beautiful murder!
What is this, Blackjaw? His cousin? Electric one? Yep. Oh, I was about to just leave. I forgot you gotta hit the beacon. Hit the beacon. Alright, that should have shown us the way. It did not. Alright, so if we do excuse me, 1, 2, still got to go down 3, 4. So this is faster. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. If I take this route, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah, I think that route's faster. As much as I don't want to run Sun Temple. Wait. Okay, yeah. 1, 2. Oh, that's 5. Shit. Oh, I can run from this one. that would be 1, 2. No, that's the same. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah. All right. Looks like we're gonna run up this way. Damn, that's a lot of shit. We're ramped up. Let's go. Cool. Cool. Alright, so we can get this done before 5:30, right? 1, 2, 3. Then we'll figure it out when we get higher, but gotta get to that. And then we'll go kill that corrupted arbiter one more time, and then that'll be the end for this stream. Should be able to, if I just fly through the maps and don't get sidetracked, don't get ADD. A squirrel. Good man. I need to get better life flash. I keep saying that, but there we go. Now we're up and running. Got it. Looks so cool. Not now, Gwennon. I'm busy.
Kin died by the spirit's will. You'll die by mine.
Give up order!
Let vengeance
Bye.
reside.
Woodland. Let's see. Crit damage, sure.
Yes.
Almost there. Almost there. There we go.
Where's your DPS now?
What's my DPS now? I want to put this down to get max DPS and let me check it. Yeah, I don't know what it was with that map where I was at, what, 6 something. But still, that's higher than what I was That's still a 500,000 increase from the beginning of the stream, because I was at 4.99 million, so 5.51. I don't know what was causing that earlier though, but it's still hella strong considering that I can get a better wand, I can get better stats on my gloves and boots. Well, I guess boots won't really matter because I can't get life on there. Well, I mean, no, I could. I don't need the energy shield anymore. Yeah, I could find some life boots with strength. That's awesome and crazy. Hey, man, it's thanks to you. You showed me the way. I was in here being conservative with my fireballs, remember? You were like, the one thing I noticed is you don't spam your skill enough. You gotta keep spamming that thing. And you were right. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Psych. Suckers. Oh, don't tell me this is gonna go back and I should have made a left. I should have zigged when I should have. I zigged when I should have zagged. Yep. That's exactly what happened. Light radius OP. I need my light radius back. Oh, there was a bridge. 2 more steps, I would have seen it. 2 more steps. Now it's down to 4.1. Weird. Okay, so I have to ramp up. So now it's back to 6.4. It's like it's when I ramp up the Ember Fusillade. Like literally ramp it up, like holding it. Okay. I think that's what it is anyway. Maybe I'm wrong because it just dropped. Oh, double boss. Let's go. What in the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. Oh. Where are you guys at? Oh, never mind. It's the bosses over there, but I thought it was, what's the word I'm looking for? The rogue exiles. Bye. Your friend, I said hello. A beautiful murder. Yeah, alright. Doesn't matter. Maybe we can turn those into 3 sockets. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Epic, do you do a lot of crafting? Like your own crafting? Using the Recombinator or Omens? I've used the Recombinator once last season. Well, I mean, I used it quite a bit trying to get a good wand, I remember, and just ended up never getting what I needed. I ended up quitting on that. You have too many things that makes your DPS fluctuate either way at its lowest is still pretty impressive. Thank you, sir. I had good help. Between you, Tuscaloosa, hell, even Blue, and Captain Lance over there at Max Roll, everything kind of meshed together and allowed me to make something work. Definitely my strongest build of the season. I could only imagine other people probably hitting in the tens of millions. That's why after the Iron Bowl, I'm thinking about, like I said, streaming Trials of Secumus to get, or try to get, those Grand Ruby Spectrum jewels or whatever.
You'll die by mine.
Bye-bye. Let's see what the DPS is now. 6.28. And let's see what the 97.5 crit. Flammability is 11 to 16%. I mean, I like it a lot. Kind of makes me wonder, instead of making so many different characters, what if I just make like 2? I make one to speed through the campaign, get into maps, get a lot of currency, and then make my actual character and just stick with it the whole rest of the way, you know? Okay, so we're gonna go here because that leads to nowhere. So boom, boom, maybe boom. TE? Probably been YE. Yeah? You think, Maya? Should I do that? Just sticking with one? I mean, you can ask Tusk though. You know me. Or he knows me. I like to mess around with all the builds, and if I have the time, I try to make one of every class. That's the way to mirror. That's the way you mirror. Yeah, that is the way. You speak facts. Oh, that would be the way.
To ask
Because I'm not going to get a mirror to drop in campaign or anything, so. But I do like making one of every character. I used to do it in Diablo all the time. I was like, man, I want one of every character, and sometimes I'd have like 2 of the same characters, but different, you know, different builds. And while this is still in beta, it's good to practice with everything.
Your life will leave no trace.
Plus, my philosophy is if you don't play it while it's broken, it's not going to be as fun when it's not broken. You know what I mean? It's good to play broken builds while they're still broken. I mean, that's the reason that they're broken. You don't want to play a nerfed build. You hear all these good things about, you know, oh, fucking Blood Mage Spark. You know, well, then again, I heard Blood Mage Spark is still actually broken, so that's a bad example, but there's definitely been some builds that got the axe. I don't know why I can't think of one off the top of my head, though. Oh yeah, well, the version of Blood Mage Spark that I ran definitely got gutted. Epic has... You have a Rambo? Nice. Is it a Titan? Rambo Wizard? I didn't know you had that.
Another core. Serve.
Force of habit picking that up. Man, at this rate, I'm kind of thinking I should have jumped on my Deadeye and just, you know, rode my way all the way through these maps to get to that last map. Laser Wizard? Hell yeah. Is it also his Scattering Calamity? I love that skill. I just like how when it picks up all the infusions, it's green, blue, red, white, and then you put the fire down, you know, and shoot it through the fire. It adds the fire. It has like all the different colors to it. I like that. His Scattering Calamity. I hope it stays in the game. And I hope they don't nerf it. Yeah. What I hope they do on that is just make it to where you can only get it in the end game. Like, it's definitely too broken to be a leveling skill, in my opinion. But just making it to where you have to, like, you know, like a level 17 is the lowest you're gonna find, or a level 18 should be the lowest that you find on that skill, because it's so damn broken but so fun. Don't disturb you, bro. I'm trying to get to the map. You're in the way. Get out of here. Disturb you. What? Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Rambo Wizard is awesome. Laser Titan. Alright, how many more maps? Damn, 15 minutes? I don't know, guys. I may have to do this at the beginning of next stream. It's only 1, 2, 3 more maps. I guess instead of talking, just keep going, right? But the reason I don't know is because I still wanted to go smoke a cigarette before kickoff. Then again, they're probably going to do a bunch of, you know, talking, national anthem, so maybe I have some time. Regardless, if I don't finish the stream with that fight, I'm going to begin my next stream with that fight. Regardless of what happens as far as time goes. That's why I'm trying to just run through this. But I gotta keep casting. I learned my lesson about not casting, and then I go to cast, and then all my health's gone in that first cast because, yeah, no life regen. Which again, I think that's cool tech. You know, high risk, high reward. The higher your skill, the more you're killing yourself if you're not playing the build properly. I like builds like that that have that kind of that niche system to it. Ooh, that's the highest number right there. I gotta take a screenshot of that. There it is. 7.497. We'll just say 7.5 mil. 7.5 mil. Oof. Oof. Damn. That looks good. That looks real good. Oh, shit. Oh, that's still the same? Yeah, alright. 7.49 million. Oh shit. Oh shit, what the fuck was that? I wasn't paying attention. They were creeping up on me. They got me. They got me. Not even concerned with it. Let's keep going. We beat the map. Getting closer, getting closer. Less recovery rate. Nope.
Speak.
Yep. Another new high. Holy shit. It's like catching it at the right time. It seems 8.88 million. I might push 10 million with this build. Holy shit. All right. Yeah. Is there something in the map that's causing it? Nope. Nothing. Sheesh. Right? That's some fluctuation. 8.8 million. Oh, shit. Bro, and I'm only level 93. Like, I know the next 3 levels aren't gonna do that much, but still. And if I had a Grand Spectrum, oh, we could push this thing into 10 million. Easy. Well, not easy. Certain times it wants to show the right number, certain times it doesn't. Alright, what do we got? Reduced flash charges. Oh no. Who cares? Yeah, I might start the next stream with
I just hit 10 mil on my fire.
10 mil. God, that's crazy because your fireball goes in every direction.
9.3 mil yesterday.
Damn, that's sick, bro. 9.3 mil yesterday, 10 million today. So moving on up. Hell yeah. It always feels good in games like this when you see that increase and you know, oh, everything's about to die. Everything. I mean, not that everything wasn't dying already, you know. Standing. Oh, you're insane, bro. I bet you can get, you're like, with Sigil of Power, and if somebody was standing next to you that was running that allies gain increased damage as chaos or whatever, bro, you'd be sitting at 20 million easy. Actually higher than that. Because if I'm going from like 3.6 to 8.8, you know, that's over 100% increase. Yeah, you'll probably hit anywhere up to 20, 25. But did you see that guy? I didn't. I saw a health bar. That was all I saw. I saw a health bar. I didn't even know he was over there. I will go back and pick that up after that explodes. Yep. Alright, boss time. Jambalaya. Comet is 262 million? What is that on?
On second you are finished. Please do. What are you doing?
I hope this doesn't... Oh, this is gonna get all my life regen down, isn't it? Oh, I'm about to kill myself. Yep. Run! I was waiting for him to do his little slash attack. And I was like, if I can avoid that one, I'm good. Alright, we got all of them. I'm gonna start next stream with it though, cause yeah, I'm gonna watch the Iron Bowl guys, and then the beginning of next stream, which is more than likely gonna be tonight. If not, it's gonna be, you know, tomorrow around my normal time in the afternoon. We're gonna run and go kill this guy again.
Time, my man.
Hey, I appreciate you, Epic. You as well. You as well. The next stream is definitely going to my. Have you seen the Fate of the Vow? Fate of the Vow. Is that like something new in the market? What? What are we talking about here? That ain't it. No. I have not seen the Fate of the Vow. If it's something on YouTube, I'll probably check it out while I go smoke a cigarette. But yeah, guys, next stream, like I said, either after the Iron Bolt, Roll Tide, War Eagle. Yeah, tell Tuscaloosa also War Eagle.
Yes.
I'm gonna run the Corrupted Arbiter again. To recap what we did today at the beginning of the stream, I died to this boss, but then second attempt, murdered him. So we got those points. The only thing we're missing is the last simulacrum. I got to wave 14 out of 15 and died, unfortunately. But with the increase in power we got today, thanks to our buddy Epic, we got the ring that may be able to help us clear that. If not, I can still buy better boots, better gloves, and a better wand if I really want to. But yeah, good stream, I think. And next stream, we'll do that, and then we're going to go try to farm us a Grand Spectrum Ruby. So stay tuned for that, guys. Follow, like, subscribe, you know, all the stuff you hear on every YouTuber's video, but it does help me out. Lets me know you guys want to keep seeing the content. Keeps me motivated to keep bringing it to you guys. And yeah, other than that, I will catch you guys on the next one, War Eagle. And have a good one. Later.